Hello everyone, I'm Becky Goldsmith with Piece of Cake, and I want to give you a look at our new book that is called Pretty and Playful Iron-On Labels. These are designs that really are piece of cake all the way. And there's a wide variety of designs that cover all through the year, spring, summer, winter, fall. There are enough different designs in the book that you can flip through and find one for nearly any project you want to make. The labels are printed only on one side of the paper. To use them, cut the paper out, leaving at least 1/4 of an inch all the way around the shape. Be sure to read the instructions inside the front label. What it will tell you is to use a dry iron on hot. So I've turned the steam off of my iron. The other thing it will point out is that you're going to turn this upside down. That means that the design you see here will be reversed on the fabric. Just keep that in mind. The instructions will tell you to heat the fabric for 4 to 5 seconds. So make sure you get the fabric warm, and then place the paper on it and give it about 12 seconds. And don't move the iron while you're pressing. Remove the iron. Oh, look, my paper came with. You can get multiple transfers out of each one of these papers. The transferred lines are not color fast, so if you do nothing to them, over time with washing, they will fade. They may not completely disappear, but they won't stay like this. That means you should go over the lines with something like a permanent pen. A Pigma pen is a good choice in whatever weight you like. You can color inside the lines with fabric paint or fabric pens, fabric markers. You could also use colored pencils. Make sure you test them for color fastness, depending on how much you expect your label to get washed. You can also embroider the lines, whether by hand or machine. There's a lot of things you can do with this. But before you do that, I suggest that you write your name, the name of the project, the date, and any other important information that you want to be in the label. Because if you mess up as you are writing it, it's better to do it before you've put any of the work in the coloring or the embroidery. Always back your work either with freezer paper, or I'm using my travel sandboard that has very, very fine sandpaper on it. If you had a piece of wet, dry sandpaper that was really fine grain, that would work as well. That will stabilize the fabric as you write, trace, color, or paint. I used my 08 Pigma pen that has a pretty wide line to write the words on my label and to enhance the lines of the label. Then I used my Prismacolor pencils to color in the petals and more. Now that all that is done, I'm going to take my label to the iron and heat set the colored pencil. I protected my iron and ironing surface with a pressing sheet as I was heat setting in the pencil. I added a line that I will use as my mark for where I'm going to turn under the edge when I hand sew the label to the back of my quilt. And now I'm cutting it out, adding a scant 1/4 inch seam allowance. And there you have it. My label is done, as simple as that. I do hope you've enjoyed seeing just how easy it is to use the Pretty and Playful Iron-On labels inside this book. Thank you for watching, and may you make many wonderful labels.